Hey, what's going on? It's Low Flow Nose back at you with another tech take. And today, my friends, we're taking a look at the Godox Virso M2 2.4 gigahertz wireless microphone system. Now, Godox did send this to me for review purposes, so we're going to do an unboxing. We're going to check out the sound quality, the connectivity to different devices, and also I'll give you my final thoughts in the end. Now, Godox are normally known for doing lights. I'm using a Godox light right here and a Godox light right there. They're well known for lights, but they've been taking a stab with their wireless microphones in recent years. So, in my opinion, they've been getting better and better. So we're going to see how they've done with the Virso M2. As far as the features with this particular microphone set, 200 meters of wireless distance. That's from the receiver and the transmitter. Again, you know, I'm in the US. Meters? What? I don't know. It sounds pretty long. Noise reduction function, meaning that if you're taking this outside, if you got a lot of competing noise or sound, maybe wind or traffic, the noise reduction filter will minimize that so you can focus and pay attention on the voice. It's got a mono, stereo, and safety mode, meaning that with your transmitter, you can either choose to record in mono or use transmitter A and transmitter B for a left channel and right channel recording, or you can do a safety mode where the receiver takes in the audio and does one channel for a higher volume and another channel for a lower volume, just in case you meet peaks in some areas, you're covered in that area. Output volume control, that's always good to have individual volume control on your transmitters and receiver, and including a charging case. Let's get into it. All right, to start, we'll start with the charging case that comes with it, and it's a really good, nice size charging case. You've got your status charging right here in the front that'll show up as you're opening it up. You've got your charging port right there, your USB charging port on the side, and of course, I don't know, you've got a thing there, and of course your hinge right here. We can open up. We'll see our two transmitters and our receiver right here. By the lights, you can tell that it's already currently charging and also paired as well. Let's take them out of the box. You can take a real quick look here at the charging case, transmitter, and receiver. Let's put that away. All right, so when we take a closer look at our transmitter, we can see here. I'll tell you right now, this seal feels very light compared to other wireless microphones that I've tried before. I would have to say because it does have a bigger size, so it seems like it's more spread out, where other transmitters or receivers may be a little more condensed. This one does feel a little light. That's the best way I can say. Okay, so on the top here, you've got your power button where if you hold it down, the transmitter will turn off. You hold it down again, it will turn on after a couple seconds. There we go. Okay, now if you press it, it'll mute it. There you go. And right here, you'll see you have your microphone on the side. So you can do it right here. It acts as a microphone. You have a lavalier jack or a microphone jack right here where you can connect lavalier mics and use this as a, put on your hip or somewhere and connect the lavalier right there. You've got a shirt clip to hold it. You've got a USB-C cord right here, meaning that you can actually connect this to a computer to either charge this or get data from the micro SD that you can actually put into this to record. Here's your recording button for your onboard recording, going back to the micro SD card. Just grab a micro SD card, put it in there, and not only are you recording directly to your receiver, but you also have a backup copy recording directly to the device through an SD card. So that's good. For some reason, you get maybe dropouts, cutouts, or maybe you just lose connection between the transmitter and the receiver. The recording on the micro SD card will be a great backup in that moment, so you're not losing any kind of audio at all. Of course, you've got two, same thing. Now, let's take a look at our receiver. I'll tap it in. And of course, when we're connected to our receiver, we'll see that we're connected to transmitter A and B. Right now, we are recording mono mode, how much battery we have left on our battery, and of course, the level of our volume that's being picked up. It also shows that we're paired to mic A and mic B. Looking on the top, of course, you have your power button that also acts as a dial as well. Here's your camera button. Of course, you use the included cable, connect this to your camera or an external recorder. And of course, you have your headset to do real-time monitoring as well. You have your mic clip, again, USB ports. You can use this to either get data from it. Okay, now if we look to the side, of course, you'll see your power button that we can use to power it on and off. We hold that. And our menu button lets us see the actual menus inside the receiver. So we'll press it. We can see that we have an option for a backlight. We can click on the top and we can see that our backlight will either last for 60 seconds, 30 seconds, or 10 seconds. We'll leave it at 60 because I personally like it with the backlight on. We'll go back to menu. We'll go back. Of course, we can set the track, press in, and we have our selection for mono, stereo, and also safety. We can adjust our volume for each different one. So if I want to do if I want to do mic A, I can actually bring it lower, just in case, or higher, and adjust my volume like that. And then we can go to volume, language, either this or I believe Chinese. I don't know. I'm sorry. And of course, we can do a manual pairing. And to finish it off, we also have. And to finish it off, we also have our denoiser, where we can activate our denoiser right here. Okay, so let's actually see what this actually sounds like, all right? As we do that, let's see what the accessories that come with it as we're setting this up. So, first you'll get your instruction manual. That'll show you everything that you need to know about this, but I pretty much just showed you all of it. It just takes some time for you to just check it out and go through it. You get a lot of accessories, so here we go. Accessory number 1. This is your traditional. Okay, so black is for your traditional camera cable. This is the cable we're going to use to actually connect to my recorder. So I will plug it in right here. Okay, and then I'll plug that right there. Okay, what else do we have? Red, this is normally for a smartphone. So later on we'll connect this to our smartphone just to see what it sounds like. But yeah, this part would go into the smartphone end, and this would just go to your actual part. So just to know that we're going to get there, I'll switch it over to that, and we're ready to go for that part of the test. Okay, so you get 2 lavalier microphones, of course, for receiver A and for receiver B. You stuck in there? You also get 2 dead cats. Which one am I talking to right now? Okay, so let me mute this so I can see which one I'm talking to. And testing 1 2 3, testing 1 2. All right, so this is microphone A. No, it's not. This is microphone A because that one's muted. Testing 1 2 3. Yeah. So we'll leave microphone B muted right there. Just to kind of give you a sense, you can see how that actually goes into the hole there, the microphone hole. So we'll place it there and just snap it on top, and there we go. We've got this. Okay, and you can stay over there with that, and we'll go there. You've got a wrist strap to put this around your charging case and kind of secure it. Little Velcro tie, and it also comes with a USB cable, so you can plug this in and use it to either charge or use it. You've got to mono and stereo with this as well. Okay, so let's get straight into the sound quality. I'm going to turn my recorder on. Okay, and we're going to do several different tests, and I'm going to bring this all into my computer. I'm going to put it all together, and I'll give you my sense of what I think about the audio. Now, in full disclosure, I've already tried this. I've already got a sense of what they sound like, but I'm going to give it another final go as I'm getting more time in use with these microphones. All right, so let's press record. Okay, and we're recording, and yeah, here we go. All right, so this is your first test of what it sounds like using the Godox Virso M2. We're basically using this using the first transmitter as a microphone, and you see a lot of people, either using this for interviews. So, what do you think about this? That's happening in society, and you say something or another, and we use this as the microphone. It actually becomes really convenient, and it's a no-brainer, right? You're not holding a big microphone; it's just really portable to use, small. Just keep it charged, and you've got this. Now, another way that I can use this is I can actually put it on my shirt, and this is what it sounds like being used on my shirt. Again, me personally, I like it closer to my mouth or on my chest. I found that I get the best sound when I use these wireless transmitters within that range, either on the chest or maybe just holding it closer to my mouth. For some reason, this is just me personally, I rarely get a good sound coming from here. I guess this is maybe better for lavalier microphones, but when it comes to actual, like the box, I find it's better here and here. With that being said, let's put this in the middle of my shirt so you can have a sense of what that sounds like. So I'm gonna put this right here, and yeah, I wish it had some kind of magnetic thing that we could have put right here so I could actually do this, but we don't. But okay, this is what it sounds like when it's up right here in the middle of your chest, so kind of get a sense of what that sounds like. All right, now let's try the actual lavalier microphone. We're gonna slide this in right here into the microphone part. We'll put my lavalier on. And this is what it sounds like using the included lavalier that comes with the wireless microphone kit. Now, I want to do one more test. Before we go outside, let's see what this sounds like on a smartphone. So let me grab my, oh, it just fell down. And this is what it sounds like connected to my smartphone. Again, I'll give you my final thoughts on what I think it sounds like from how it performs. But of course, rule of thumb, the closer to your mouth, the better it sounds. For my previous tests, I'll tell you, I felt like I lost some fullness, and I think there's some previous microphones that Godox did perform better previously before in the past. Now, this is a fully feature-loaded wireless microphone kit. It does have a different design, but again, we're still going to get through it. Let's put this lavalier on. And this is what it sounds like connected to the lavalier on my chest, using it on my phone. All right, so one final test. We're going to go outside. I'm going to go to my backyard, and we're going to connect this directly. No, we're going to turn on the noise, the denoise feature, and see what that sounds like. We're going to go back to my audio recorder, and we're just going to go back from noise on, noise off. I'm going to guess that it's just going to, there's probably going to be like some kind of filter to it, and let's see how much it affects our voice. So let's go. All right, so quick noise cancellation test outside. I really think I've got the perfect environment to actually test this. Okay, so right now I've got an AC running to my right. I've got some kids in the neighbor's yard. They're kind of playing in a pool. So for me, like, they very well are audible. And right now I don't have any noise. I don't have the denoise on. So right now I'm going to switch it over to on so we can hear the difference. All right, so now with the denoise on, what does it sound like with the kids playing in the background, and of course the AC running in the background, and of course you've got the birds and the trees and everything, nature just kind of making all of its sound effects as we do this video. All right, I'm gonna throw this all on the computer. I'm gonna start editing it, take a really good listen at the audio. I'm gonna come back to you with my final thoughts and give you my final verdict on this wireless microphone system. So let's go. All right, well, that went a little longer than I expected. Okay, so my final thoughts on the Godox Virso M2. Number one, as far as the overall sound quality, I think this is a decent microphone. It obviously sounded better when you use the microphone as a handheld microphone up to your face. Like I said before, through my previous experiences, especially with these kind of puck microphones, for me, it never sounds, in my ears, decent when it's right here. This microphone set definitely needs some help with some EQ to kind of maybe clear out the highs so it can become a little more intelligible depending on where the microphone is, and maybe to add some fullness, some naturalism, maybe add some bottom end to bring up the fullness as well. Of course, when I put the lavalier microphone right here, the sound improvement went all the way. And I'm guessing it's because the lavalier microphone is an omnidirectional microphone, whereas this may just be the microphone may be shooting up and it's not omnidirectional. I'm taking a guess on that right now, but depending on the pattern on how it was behaving, it sounded like that's how it was. Of course, better response when I was right here as this. It actually sounded really good when I was connected to my phone, so that's something you may want to keep in mind. Handheld or maybe for your phone, wireless microphone system. Now, let's go to the outside test when it comes to the denoise. Man, I'd probably have to say that's the weakest part of this microphone system. To me, I mean, it's not like it was being overwhelmed by sound. I've heard other denoise or anti-noise cancellation systems work better than what was actually happening here. I'll get straight to it. I didn't think it performed so well. Yeah. So me personally, I would just leave the denoise off. I think it sounded way more intelligible, more natural to just leave the denoise off. Maybe use the denoise if there's a lot of noise going on, like people on jackhammers and there's just so much noise, you just need something to help it out. But in my opinion, it just affected the voice way too much and not in a flattering manner. All right, so that's about it. That's my thoughts on the Godox Virso M2. Really hope this helped you out in making your decision on seeing if this is the right wireless microphone system for you. As always, I'll leave links in the description down below so you can pick up your own Godox Virso M2. Hey guys, please help out the channel, subscribe, and also hit that like button, and also hit that notification so you can be notified for future videos as well. Thank you so much for stopping by. I will see you in the next video. Thank you. Bye.